Have you ever wondered how your body can heal itself? The truth is, every second, trillions of cells are repairing, regenerating, and protecting you, but most of us unknowingly slow this process down with poor diet and lifestyle choices. What if there was one simple, common food that could activate your body's natural self-healing mechanisms at the cellular level? In this video, we'll reveal exactly how this food works, why it's so powerful, and how incorporating it into your daily routine can transform your health from the inside out. At every moment of your life, trillions of cells inside your body are quietly working to keep you alive, balanced, and healthy. These cells repair damage, replace worn-out parts, and respond to stress long before you feel any symptoms. What most people don't realize is that this self-healing ability is not fixed. It can be strengthened or weakened depending on what you eat every single day. Among all dietary choices, one common food stands out for its remarkable ability to trigger self-healing at the cellular level, not through magic or hype, but through well-understood biological processes. Your cells are constantly exposed to threats, pollution, poor sleep, stress, excess sugar, and processed foods all create oxidative stress, a state where unstable molecules damage cell membranes, proteins, and even DNA. When this damage accumulates faster than the body can repair it, inflammation rises and healing slows. Over time, this is how fatigue, chronic disease, and accelerated aging begin. The key to reversing this process lies in supporting the body's natural repair systems rather than overwhelming them. One of the most powerful ways to do this is by supplying cells with compounds that reduce inflammation and activate repair pathways. This is where a common food like olive oil becomes far more than a cooking ingredient. Extra virgin olive oil contains bioactive compounds such as polyphenols and oleic acid that directly influence how cells behave. These compounds help protect cell membranes, reduce oxidative damage, and signal the body to shift from a state of defense to one of repair. At the cellular level, membranes are critical. Every cell is wrapped in a thin membrane made largely of fats. If these fats are damaged or rigid, nutrients struggle to enter and waste struggles to leave. Healthy fats help keep membranes flexible and functional. Olive oil's monounsaturated fats integrate into these membranes, improving their structure and resilience. This alone enhances cellular communication and efficiency, which is essential for healing. Beyond structural support, olive oil influences inflammation, a double-edged sword in the body. Short-term inflammation is necessary for healing, but chronic inflammation blocks repair and exhausts the immune system. Compounds in olive oil help regulate inflammatory signaling molecules, preventing the immune system from staying in a constant low-grade alarm state. When inflammation is reduced, cells can redirect energy toward regeneration rather than survival. Another crucial process affected by this food is autophagy, the body's internal recycling system. Autophagy allows cells to break down damaged components and reuse their parts to build new, healthy structures. Think of it as deep cleaning at the microscopic level. Certain compounds found in olive oil help activate genes involved in autophagy, allowing cells to clear out dysfunction more efficiently. This process has been linked to improved longevity, better metabolic health, and reduced risk of degenerative disease. Mitochondria, often called the power plants of the cell, also benefit. These tiny structures generate the energy cells need to repair themselves. When mitochondria are damaged, energy production drops and healing slows. Oxidative stress is one of the biggest threats to mitochondrial health. Antioxidants in olive oil help neutralize this stress, protecting mitochondria and ensuring cells have the fuel they need to regenerate. What makes this food especially powerful is its consistency and accessibility. Unlike exotic supplements or rare superfoods, olive oil can be consumed daily without disrupting lifestyle or routine. When used regularly, it creates a steady internal environment that favors repair. Cells respond not to single dramatic changes, but to repeated signals over time. A daily dose of supportive nutrients sends a clear message to the body: repair is safe, repair is possible, repair is needed. The effect is not limited to one organ. Improved cellular health in blood vessels enhances circulation, delivering oxygen and nutrients more efficiently. In the brain, reduced inflammation supports neuron repair and cognitive clarity. In the liver, better membrane integrity improves detoxification. Even the gut lining benefits, as healthier cells create a stronger barrier against toxins and harmful bacteria, reducing systemic inflammation throughout the body. It's important to understand that self-healing does not mean instant cures. Cellular repair is a gradual process, like rebuilding a house brick by brick. However, when the body is consistently supplied with the right building materials, progress becomes inevitable. People often notice subtle changes first: better energy, improved digestion, clearer skin, or deeper sleep. These are signs that cells are functioning more efficiently long before dramatic health improvements appear. The way this food is used also matters. Heating it excessively or choosing highly refined versions strips away many of the protective compounds. Extra virgin varieties used raw or at low temperatures retain the highest concentration of healing molecules. Even a small daily amount added to vegetables, salads, or whole grains can provide enough signal to support cellular repair pathways. Ultimately, the idea of self-healing at the cellular level is not mystical or exaggerated. It is biology responding to the environment you create. Every meal is a message to your cells. When that message contains inflammation-reducing, membrane-protecting, and gene-activating compounds, cells respond by repairing, renewing, and strengthening themselves. A common food, used consistently and intentionally, can quietly shift your body from a state of breakdown to a state of renewal, one cell at a time. When people hear about self-healing, they often imagine dramatic transformations, but the real power lies in subtle, ongoing changes happening deep inside the body. After the initial cellular protection and inflammation control begin, a second phase of healing takes place, one that reshapes how cells communicate, adapt, and regenerate over time. This stage is where consistent intake of the right food truly changes long-term health outcomes, not by masking symptoms, but by retraining the body at a biological level. Cells do not function in isolation. They constantly send and receive signals, coordinating repair, immune responses, and energy use. When this communication system is disrupted by poor diet or chronic stress, healing becomes inefficient. One of the most overlooked benefits of consuming olive oil regularly is its effect on cellular signaling pathways. Certain compounds inside it influence how genes related to repair and defense are expressed, a process known as epigenetic regulation. This means your food choices can gently switch healing-related genes on and damage-related genes off. Over time, these signals help restore balance to systems that may have been strained for years. For example, insulin signaling improves when cell membranes become more responsive. This allows glucose to enter cells efficiently instead of lingering in the bloodstream, where it causes inflammation and oxidative damage. As cells regain sensitivity, energy production becomes more stable, reducing fatigue and lowering the stress burden placed on organs like the pancreas and liver. Another critical area affected during this stage is the immune system. Many people live with an immune system that is constantly activated, even when no real threat exists. This chronic activation drains resources that should be used for repair. The bioactive compounds in olive oil help calm this unnecessary immune overreaction. As immune cells shift from attack mode to maintenance mode, they begin supporting tissue repair rather than contributing to ongoing inflammation. This shift is especially important for aging tissues. As we grow older, the body's ability to replace damaged cells slows down. Stem cells, which are responsible for generating new cells, become less active in an inflammatory environment. By reducing internal inflammation and oxidative stress, olive oil helps create conditions where stem cells can function more effectively. This supports healthier skin, stronger muscles, improved bone maintenance, and better recovery after physical stress. The cardiovascular system experiences profound benefits during this phase of cellular healing. Blood vessels are lined with delicate cells that regulate blood flow and pressure. When these cells are damaged, plaque formation and stiffness increase. Healthy fats and antioxidants help protect this lining, allowing vessels to remain flexible and responsive. Improved blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reach tissues that are actively repairing themselves, accelerating healing throughout the body. The brain also responds strongly to this environment of cellular support. Neurons are highly sensitive to oxidative stress, and once damaged, they are difficult to replace. However, they are remarkably adaptable when protected. Reducing inflammation and improving fat quality in the diet supports the structure of neuron membranes, enhancing communication between brain cells. Over time, this can translate into improved focus, better memory retention, and a lower risk of cognitive decline. In the digestive system, the effects become even more foundational. The gut lining is one of the most rapidly renewing tissues in the body, but it is also one of the most vulnerable to damage. When the gut barrier weakens, toxins and undigested particles leak into the bloodstream, triggering widespread inflammation. Olive oil supports the regeneration of gut lining cells and encourages a healthier balance of gut bacteria. This reduces immune stress and allows nutrients to be absorbed more efficiently, further fueling cellular repair. What makes this phase of healing so powerful is its cumulative nature. Each day of supportive nutrition builds upon the last. Cells adapt to the improved environment and become more resilient. Stressors that once caused noticeable fatigue or inflammation begin to have less impact. This resilience is not accidental. It is the result of cells having stronger membranes, cleaner internal structures, and better energy production systems. Many people underestimate the importance of consistency. Occasional healthy meals cannot override years of cellular damage. However, daily exposure to healing compounds gradually rewires biological responses. Over weeks and months, the body begins to prioritize maintenance over crisis management. This is when people often report that they feel younger or more stable, even if they cannot pinpoint a single dramatic change. It is also during this stage that the body becomes more responsive to other healthy habits. Exercise becomes more effective because muscles recover faster. Sleep becomes deeper because inflammation no longer interferes with hormonal rhythms. Even stress becomes easier to manage because the nervous system is no longer overloaded by constant internal damage signals. Ultimately, this second phase of cellular self-healing reveals an important truth. The body is not broken. It is overwhelmed. When you remove constant inflammatory triggers and provide simple, consistent support through food, cells remember how to repair themselves. A common food used wisely and regularly does not force healing. It allows healing to happen naturally, efficiently, and sustainably from the inside out. Once the body has entered this deeper phase of cellular self-healing, the effects ripple outward, touching nearly every aspect of health. What began as protection and repair at the microscopic level now manifests as measurable improvements in energy, vitality, and overall resilience. The body is no longer simply surviving, it is thriving, rebuilding itself in a more balanced and sustainable way. One of the most noticeable areas is metabolic health. When cells are functioning optimally, energy production becomes more efficient. Mitochondria, the tiny powerhouses inside each cell, work at their best, generating ATP, the energy currency of the body, without producing excessive damaging byproducts. This means less fatigue, better endurance, and improved physical performance. People often notice subtle changes first, like steadier energy throughout the day or quicker recovery after physical activity, signaling that the body's repair systems are fully engaged. Hormonal balance also benefits dramatically. Hormones rely on healthy cell membranes for proper signaling, and chronic inflammation can disrupt their production and effectiveness. By supporting cellular repair and reducing inflammation, a nutrient-rich diet helps normalize hormone levels, including insulin, cortisol, and sex hormones. This translates into better blood sugar control, reduced stress responses, and improved reproductive health. Even sleep quality improves as the body can regulate melatonin and other sleep-related hormones more efficiently. The skin, often called a mirror of internal health, visibly reflects cellular repair in this stage. Collagen production improves, elasticity increases, and inflammation-driven blemishes diminish. The combination of antioxidants, healthy fats, and anti-inflammatory compounds ensures that skin cells are nourished and protected from environmental stressors, giving a healthier, more radiant appearance. This is proof that cellular self-healing extends beyond internal health to visible, tangible benefits. The immune system becomes more balanced and effective. Cells responsible for defense are no longer overworked or stuck in a low-grade inflammatory mode. They can respond appropriately to threats while simultaneously supporting tissue repair. This dual functionality reduces the likelihood of chronic illness and improves recovery times from infections or injuries. The body becomes more resilient overall, capable of handling both internal and external stressors without tipping into disease. Another remarkable effect occurs in cognitive function. Neurons thrive in an anti-inflammatory environment with adequate fatty acids and antioxidants. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and form new connections, becomes enhanced. Over time, this can lead to sharper focus, quicker learning, better memory retention, and protection against age-related cognitive decline. Emotional health also improves as the nervous system functions more efficiently and stress responses are better regulated. Heart health is similarly transformed. Healthy cells and blood vessels, combined with improved lipid profiles and reduced systemic inflammation, lead to better circulation, lower blood pressure, and reduced plaque formation. The heart itself experiences less strain, allowing for more efficient pumping and long-term cardiovascular resilience. Over months, these improvements accumulate, lowering the risk of heart disease and other vascular complications. The digestive system continues to show profound benefits. Gut lining cells regenerate effectively, maintaining a strong barrier against toxins and harmful bacteria. A balanced gut microbiome further supports nutrient absorption and reduces inflammation throughout the body. This symbiotic relationship between diet, cellular health, and gut bacteria is central to maintaining long-term wellness and preventing chronic disease. Perhaps most importantly, the body develops resilience at a systemic level. Cells learn to manage oxidative stress, repair damage efficiently, and communicate effectively. When challenges arise, whether physical, mental, or environmental, the body can respond without tipping into crisis. This resilience is the hallmark of true health, not the absence of illness, but the presence of robust, self-sustaining cellular function. Consistency remains key. The benefits of self-healing continue to accumulate over time, and minor lapses in diet or lifestyle have less dramatic impact because the underlying cellular systems are stronger. The body adapts, becoming more forgiving while maintaining its ability to repair and regenerate. Over time, this creates a positive feedback loop. Healthier cells lead to more energy, better recovery, and improved resilience, which in turn supports continued healthy choices and further cellular optimization. In conclusion, the power of a single common food to trigger self-healing at the cellular level demonstrates the extraordinary intelligence built into the human body. By providing the right nutrients consistently, you are not merely preventing damage, you are actively enabling your cells to repair, regenerate, and thrive. This approach is not about quick fixes or temporary boosts. It is about creating a foundation for long-term health, energy, and resilience. With regular, mindful consumption, the body's innate ability to heal itself unfolds naturally, one cell at a time, ultimately transforming every system and restoring harmony from the inside out. The amazing thing about cellular self-healing is that it's built into your biology. You just need to give your cells the right tools. By consistently including this common food in your diet, you're not just eating for energy or taste, you're actively supporting your body's natural repair systems, protecting your organs, boosting resilience, and even slowing down the effects of aging. Start today, give your cells what they need, and watch your body respond in ways you never imagined. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a simple tip that could change your health at the cellular level.